And we move on to Drew Dober versus Rafael Alves, and Rafael Alves is good, man. Like, he's got some really good wins on his record. I was looking through his record earlier today, and man, this guy has beaten some top guys. You know, he beat a guy that's in the PFL right now, Alejandro Flores, on his Dana White's Contender Series fight, and finished him. But before that as well, you know, he's beating guys that are 17-4, 14-2, 16-5. You know, like good levels of competition. He's even got some good wins earlier on in his career as well, over pretty good competition. Like, he's got a 9-4 win in 2015, a 9-2 win in 2016, and he's just been fighting good guys. You know what I mean? Before the UFC, and he submitted Mark Diakase by guillotine in Mark Diakase's return very recently, and about 7 months ago. But Drew Dober, man, I just can't pick against him in this one here. I've seen a lot of people picking Rafael Alves as the underdog though, and I do respect that fight, that pick. I mean, I think it's a really good pick in a way, but I think Drew Dober, you know, I think on the feet Drew Dober's got him, you know, and even then, like, Drew Dober does have pretty good wrestling as well. I think he's got good enough wrestling awareness to not get submitted by guillotine in the first round, like Mark Diakase did as well. Like, I think Drew Dober gets it. I think Drew Dober's got it, you know. I don't really have too much to say. I don't really have like a full-on breakdown here. I think if the fight hits the mat, Rafael Alves has got some pretty good jiu-jitsu. He's got a lot of good guillotine chokes. I think he's got quite a few guillotine choke wins in his career, but the pick is Drew Dober, and I just don't really have too much more to say. Like, the guys that Drew Dober's lost to recently are Brad Riddell by decision. You know, Brad Riddell beat him up pretty bad in that fight, but he dealt a lot of damage to Brad Riddell himself. Islam Makhachev took him to the third round. Like, he went to the third round of Islam Makhachev. He's got pretty good defensive grappling if Islam Makhachev's taking the third round. He beat Alexander Hernandez, who's good. Not as good as we thought he was, but he's good. And he beat Nasrat Haqparast, who's pretty good as well. He's on a little bit of a downward slide, but I think he's going to come back. I think Nasrat Haqparast is a pretty good prospect, you know what I mean? So, give me Drew Dober. I do think that if he gets the KO, maybe Alves is able to lock up some sort of submission on bottom if Dober ends up on top. Or even Alves ends up on top and locks up a submission from there. But I'm just picking Dober. I just think Dober wins. I don't think Alves is able to knock him out. The guy's got a granite chin. He come back, beat up Terrence McKinney after getting dropped or like almost knocked out pretty much. But yeah, give me Dober. That's all I really have to say about this fight. Sorry, guys.